In today's video, we will see nearly 15 basic formulas of Zoho Sheets. Let's start with our very first example. Our very first example is average. Over here I have got monthly sales item wise, and at the bottom I want average. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to average. Bracket open, bracket close. Number. In number I'll select my range from top to bottom and will hit enter. We got the average. Let's drag this to right. And we got average of all the items. In case you want to insert some currency, just go to format, come down, format cells, come to right hand side, currency, and from here you can select your desired currency. As soon as I inserted currency, we can see decimal places. To remove decimals, go on top and click on decrease decimals. And all the decimals got removed. Let's move to next example. Count and count blank. On the left hand side, I have got employee names and salary received. Few employees haven't received their salary. On the top, I want to know how many employees received salary and how many employees haven't received the salary. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to count. Bracket open, bracket close. Value. In value, I'll select my range from top to bottom and will hit enter. And there are total 7 employees who received their salary. Let's cross check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now I want to know how many employees haven't received the salary. Over here we will be using count blank plus or equal to count blank. Bracket open, bracket close. Range. I'll select from top to bottom and will hit enter. And there are total 3 employees who haven't received their salary. Let's move to next example. Count A. Over here I have got employee code, and just after employee codes I have got my employee names. On the right hand side, I want to count all the numbers, and just after that, I want to count all the names. But before inserting count A, I'll be using count plus or equal to count. Bracket open, bracket close. I'll select all the codes from top to bottom and will hit enter. And we got the number as 10. Let's come to names plus or equal to count. Bracket open, bracket close. Value. In value, I'll select all the names from top to bottom and will hit enter. And we got 0 as a result. Means through count, we can't count our text. I'll double click over here. We'll click just after count and we'll add A. Now it became count A. We'll hit enter and we got 8. Let's come to numbers. We'll double click over here. We'll click just after count and we'll add A. Now this became count A. We'll hit enter. We got 10. So through count A, we can count numbers as well as text. Let's move to next example. Count if. This is my weekly attendance and I want to know total present and total absent of all the employees. And over here I'll be using Countif plus or equal to Countif. Bracket open, bracket close. Test range. In test range, I'll select my attendance from Monday to Sunday, comma, condition. My condition over here is to count all the present. And we have mentioned present through P. So I'll be inserting double inverted comma P, double inverted comma close. Now I'll hit enter. And we got total present as 7. If I'll do this A, enter. Now the number got reduced. Let's drag this down. Now let's come to total absent plus or equal to Countif. Bracket open, test range. I'll select my attendance from beginning to end, comma, condition. Over here my condition is to count A. So I'll be putting double inverted comma A, double inverted comma close, and I'll hit enter. And we got total absent as 1. We'll drag this down. Let's come to left and let's make this P. Enter. And we can see 0 now. Let's move to next example. Sum. In this data, I have got quantity and rate. And on the right hand side, I want total amount. And at the bottom, I want grand total of total amount. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to quantity into rate. And I'll hit enter. We got our very first figure. Let's drag this down. Let's come to the bottom and let's insert the formula or function of sum, plus or equal to sum. Bracket open, bracket close. Number. In number, I'll select all the figures from top to bottom and will hit enter. And we got the grand total. Let's move to next example. Sum if. On the left hand side, I have got my sales data, and over here I have got total of all the products. On the right hand side, I want total of specific product. Currently we have got power bank. If I'll change laptop, we want sales of laptop. And for this I am going to use sum if, plus or equal to sum if. Bracket open, test range. In test range, I'll select my whole data, comma, condition. Over here my condition is to count specific product. So I'll click on specific product, comma, sum range. In sum range, I'll select total from top to bottom. Now I'll hit enter. And we got total of laptop. If I'll go on top, we'll click on drop down and we'll select mouse. Now we can see total sales of mouse. Let's move to next example. Max. Max means maximum. Over here I have got my quantity, rate and total. And I want to know which quantity is maximum, which rate is maximum and which total is maximum. So for this I'll be using max, plus or equal to max. Bracket open, bracket close. Number. In number, I'll select all the quantity from top to bottom and will hit enter. And our maximum quantity is 65. If I'll do this 6, enter. Now the maximum quantity is 50. In the same way, you can get the maximum of rate and total. Let's move to next example. Min. Min stands for minimum. This is opposite of max. Let's insert the formula, plus or equal to min. Bracket open, number. In number, I'll select all the quantity from top to bottom and will hit enter. And the minimum quantity over here is 1. If I'll change the figure as 10, enter. Now the minimum quantity is 10. And if I'll do this 100, enter. Now the minimum quantity is 32. In the same way, we can get minimum of rate and total. Let's move to next example. Text split. Over here I have got my code and product name together. And on the right hand side, I want code and product name in different columns. Let's use our formula, plus or equal to text split. Bracket open, bracket close. Text. This is my text, comma, column delimiter. Between code and name, what is my delimiter? So it's space. So I'll be putting double inverted comma, space, double inverted comma, close. Now I'll hit enter and we got code and product name in different columns. Let's drag this down and we got the desired result. What will happen if I'll add another name over here? I'll double click, we'll give space and we'll type my name, Vijay. Enter, and my name got transferred in different column. Let's move to next example. Proper. Over here we will see 4 examples. Trim, proper, upper and lower. On the left hand side I have got my employee names, but employee names are not in proper format. Let's come to trim, plus or equal to trim. Bracket open, bracket close. Now we have to provide text, so I'll click on first employee name and we'll hit enter. Let's drag this down and over here all the extra spaces got removed. Now let's come to proper, plus or equal to proper. Bracket open, bracket close. Text. I'll click over here and we'll hit enter. Now I'll drag this down and I got all the names in proper format. Let's see what upper is going to do. Plus or equal to upper. Bracket open, bracket close. Text. This is my text. Now I'll hit enter. And we got our name in upper format or uppercase. Let's drag this down. Now let's come to lower. Plus or equal to lower. Bracket open, bracket close. Text. This is my text. Now I'll hit enter. And we got our name in lowercase. Let's drag this down. What will happen if I'll delete employee names from here? Delete. We can't see anything because we have got formulas. I'll press Ctrl Z or Command Z means I'll undo this. We'll click just under trim and we'll press Shift Ctrl down arrow key, right arrow key. In case you are using MacBook, you'll have to press Shift Command down arrow key, right arrow key. Now I'll copy this by pressing Ctrl C or Command C. We'll click just under trim. We'll right click the mouse, paste, we'll come to right hand side and we'll select values. Now all the formulas got removed. All the employee names can be deleted now. Perfect. Let's undo this. Let's move to next example. Combine names. We will see three ways. Let's see the very first way. Plus or equal to first name and last name. I'll hit enter. Over here the name got combined, but there's no space between first name and last name. So what can be done? Let's delete this. Plus or equal to first name and I'll insert double inverted comma space double inverted comma close and I'll click on last name and we'll hit enter. And our name got combined in a proper way. Let's drag this down. Now let's come to second way. Over here I'll be inserting the formula or function of text join. Plus or equal to text join. Bracket open, bracket close. Delimiter. Between first name and last name, what I want to put as delimiter? I want to put space. So I'll be putting double inverted comma, space, double inverted comma close, comma, ignore blank. I'll be putting double inverted comma true, double inverted comma close, comma, text 1. In text 1, I'll select first name as well as last name and we'll hit enter. And our names got combined. We'll drag this down. Now let's see the third way. I'll come to first name and we'll copy this. Control C or Command C. We'll come to the end and we'll paste my name over here. Control V or Command V. Now I'll go to last name. We'll double click on the cell and we'll copy this. Control C or Command C. We'll hit enter. We'll come to the end. We'll double click. We'll give space and we'll paste my last name. Control V or Command V. We'll hit enter. Now I'll press Control E or Command E and all the names got filled up properly. Let's move to next example. Roman. On the left hand side, I have got my numbers and on the right hand side, I want all the numbers in Roman format. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to Roman. Bracket open, bracket close, number. I'll click on very first number and we'll hit enter. We got 1. Let's drag this down. And we got all the Roman numbers over here. Let's move to next example. If on the left hand side I have got my data in which I have got employee names, items and total sales. Based on total sales of employees, we want to reward them. If the sales will be above or equal to 25,000, reward is mobile, and in case sales will be below 25,000, reward is charger. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to if bracket open, bracket close, test. In test, I'll be selecting my total sales. So, if the total sales will be greater than or equal to 25,000, comma, reward will be mobile. So, I'll be putting double inverted comma, mobile, double inverted comma, close, comma. And if this criteria is not going to meet, we will type charger, double inverted comma, charger, double inverted comma, close. One thing to mention over here, whenever we insert text inside formulas, it's must to take text inside double inverted commas. Now I'll hit enter. And for the very first employee, reward is mobile. Let's drag this down. If I change the figure and will do as 24,999, enter, my reward got changed. Let's move to next example. Over here we will see now, today, yesterday and tomorrow. Let's see what now is going to do. Plus or equal to now. Bracket open, bracket close. I'll hit enter. And through now, we got today's date as well as current time. And this time will keep on changing. Let's come to today. Plus or equal to today. bracket open, bracket close. I'll hit enter and we got today's date without time. Now we have to see yesterday and tomorrow. I'll go to today's formula and we'll copy this, Control C or Command C, and we'll paste in yesterday as well as tomorrow. Perfect. Now I'll come to yesterday, we'll double click, we'll come to the end, -1, enter, and we got yesterday's date. Now I'll come to tomorrow, we'll double click on the formula, we'll come in the end, +1, enter, and we got tomorrow's date. Let's move to next and last example. Dated if. On the top, I have got my date of birth, and based on date of birth, I want to know year, month and day. Let's insert the formula. Plus or equal to dated if, bracket open, bracket close, start date. This is my start date. As I am going to drag my formula, so I'll be locking my cell by pressing F4 or function F4 one time, comma, end date. In end date, I want current date. So I'll be putting today, bracket open, bracket close. We'll come to the end, comma. Now we have to provide type. In type, we will type double inverted comma, Y, double inverted comma close. So Y is for year. I'll hit enter. We got 30 years. Let's drag down the formula. In every place, we can see 30. Now I'll come to month. We'll double click. We'll come to the end. We'll remove Y and we'll put M. M is for month. We'll hit enter. We got the month. Now I'll come to day and we'll double click. We'll come to the end. We'll remove Y and we'll put D and we'll hit enter. And we got our days. So these were the basic formulas of Zoho Sheets. Very soon I'll be coming with new videos on Zoho Sheets. So I'll request you to stay connected by subscribing the channel.